everyone, it's Kim here, Sunshine Creations and Crafts, and I am a huge fan of treat boxes and little box gadgets and things like that, and I have probably all the Cricut cartridges that have treat boxes and things like that. I think you know what I'm talking about, but I came across these adorable things on the Silhouette library. Now, they're 99 cents a piece, but I use these quite often for gifts. And I just wanted to show you all that I found so far. I'm sure there's more, but the ones that I chose are here. This one's called a 4-compartment tote. And the issue that I'm having with Silhouette is that I wish they would put the image number and the designer right there. So what you have to do is you have to go back to the Silhouette library and come to your search. There we go. And this is the one that I'm going to be doing on this video here. But you would type in 4-compartment tote. That's actually the name of it. And it should bring it up. It's thinking. A little slow-mo on the internet this morning. Alright, so there it is. It's the 4-compartment tote, and in order to get the image number and the designer, you have to actually click on the image. Or what I thought about doing is starting a like a library log. So every time I buy an image, I would put it within that section of the log and just keep track of everything. So this one is done by Lori Whitlock. So if there's another way to get the design name and number after you've already purchased it and you haven't written it down, like my typical way of doing it, let me know. But today we're going to go ahead and I'm going to make this little candy bar crate. It's really, really cute. Now let's go ahead and go to, I'm going to go ahead and create a new mat with it. So I'm going to double click on it. And I'm just actually going to show you, this is all the pieces together. This is another mat, but it comes all on one 12 by 12. So if you want all the papers the same color, you can cut it out on your 12 by 12 mat and you're good to go. However, come back here, little mat. You am going to do it on 2 different 12 by 12 mats because I'm having the papers be of a different color. Now this is actually part of the box on one 12 by 12. So I'm going to show you in a minute what I did here. But if you go to put the second mat, oh, that's my little Keurig one. Sorry, wrong one. It won't fit 4 of the layers onto one 12 by 12 mat, so you're going to have to cut this particular image out twice. Wow, that's really confusing. I think it'd be better. Let's go over to my crafting table and put it together. Okay, so here are the pieces that belong to this little crate box. You have the inserts, and you have the piece that is like the handle that you hold up, and then you have the 2 other things that wrap around that make the box, and then this stabilizes it underneath. So on that first mat, as I was showing you, I was able to cut out 2 of the handles, the insert, the undercover, and this, but I was not able to cut out 2 of the actual box onto one mat. So let's go ahead and put the box together first. Just to show you a quick preview. This is actually how it turns out. Now, not thinking ahead, I picked paper that didn't have a design on the front and the back. So it's white here, which is okay, but this was sort of my prototype, I'm calling it. Now on the Silhouette, it ticks all the lines for you. This paper is from a paper pack that I bought from Big Lots a long time ago. And it's the only paper I could find that had a front and a back to it. So I'm going to be out looking here soon. I think probably one of my local craft stores will have it, you know, as individual sheets. So if anything comes up with, you know, a friend of mine or something that wants to have some of these, I can do that. Okay, so I've folded all the lines, and you're going to go ahead, and it's just like putting a box together. You're just going to go like this. So I'm just going to use glue. So you have it like this. You're going to fold this flap in, and this flap up, and this over. I'll do that again. This flap in, this flap up, and this flap over. Trying to take the lid off of something that I already took the lid off of. Okay. And I'm just going to hold that for a few seconds and let that sit. And you do want to make sure that you, what am I trying to say here? That you put it on even. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. It's a Monday. I do a lot of party favor boxes for my teacher friends. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. There's my Shotzi saying good morning to everyone. She does not like the trash men. Fold that over. Fold that in. And score tape works really well. And as you can see, I should have instructed you to put that flap down. So let's put that flap down, see if that will work. This way it stabilizes the bottom of the box. Nope, not going to work that way. Hey, I was right the first time. Okay, so we're just going to... Now this paper's not very strong cardstock. This is very flimsy, but it'll work for the purpose of this video. All right, so let's go ahead and put this one together. Now while I'm doing this one, oh, that little thing didn't cut. Yeah, this paper is, it's very thin, and I think I probably had the cardstock setting on. I should have put like a, you know, lightened it up a little bit as far as the blade setting and stuff. It wouldn't have torn that. Okay, so fold that under, fold that under. Just making sure I have this correct. Yep. I have to tell you all that I was very confused about this in the beginning. And I know, like a lot of times with boxes and things like that for the Cricut, it comes with an instruction booklet. And I was kind of frustrated with this, thinking, how the heck does this go together? So I discovered that if you click on the image after you bought it, it will pop up showing you who the designer was, and you can actually go into their blog or their website or whatever they have, and you can get the instructions. So if you didn't know that, I learned that yesterday. That's how I was able to figure this out. Okay, whoops. My fingers are sticky from the glue. And fold that down. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue there. Holding, holding, holding. Give it a little push, and that should be good. Okay, so these two sides with the scallop edges are going to come out like this. Okay, then you have the other scallop edges that did not get cut. My goodness. So hold on one second, and I will cut those. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So these are going to go like this and then fold over like this. And I'm just going to glue these on. If I were actually making boxes for the kids or whatever, I would definitely be using score tape, because I think score tape might hold this a little better, especially with this real light cardstock. You can really use anything, and you know what? You don't have to use double-sided. It all depends on how you want it to look. And double-sided paper tends, if you're going to buy it by the sheet, tends to be, you know, a little expensive, so... Unless you can get it on sale, which is great when you can do that. Okay, I'm just holding that down. That's just going to secure the box. And then there's this piece here that goes underneath. I'm going to flip this up because my glue is not dried yet and it's popping off. Okay, there we go. And then this is going to go underneath. Now you can, you know, make this piece the color of your little box if you want, but it's not, nobody sees it, so not the color but the same paper. That's going to go like that. So then you have your handle and you have these little score lines here. You're going to flip this, and this is going to help stabilize your handle that goes inside the box. Now, looking at the instructions, it was just pictures on Penny's blog that designed this. I couldn't figure out what to do with these. I'm just assuming that it would fold in like this, but I don't really see like a big main purpose for it. So you guys can figure that out and enlighten me. And then these are going to go down in here like this on both sides, and they fit nice and snug. This is why you need to put the box together properly, because if it's crooked or whatever, then these things aren't going to fit. There we go. And this one goes in as well. So put them in at the same time, and then one won't pop out. Sometimes I just humor myself. There we go. I'm really making this look more complicated than it is. This is very easy to put together. And actually you're almost done. So, alright, so there's our little box. And then you have, these are where the candy pieces go. So you want that to go like that. So it's going to go, you're going to have a little pocket for that. And then that's going to fold in like this. And then the same goes for the other side. Now what I did is I bought a bag of these fake candies, which is dangerous. I don't, dangerous. I just love candy. And then you have like a little Twix bar. And, oh, let's say, I'm trying to get another type of, so you can see, a little Snickers bar. And that's good. All this paper is way too thin for this, guys. You're going to want a sturdier cardstock like this one. See, that one didn't bulge out. And then you turn this one over and do the same thing. You can have two sides of the candy. Two sides for candy. And that's going to go in there. And you can put your candy in there. So, like I said, I would definitely go with a thicker, sturdier cardstock, because once you start shoving the candy in there, this one kind of bulged out. So, but look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh, could you imagine this for a party? Like at a class or even at home, right? So adorable. So anyway, I hope this helps, because I did struggle with trying to put this together on my own. But thankfully I figured out how to go and get the instructions from the actual designer. So, all right, thanks all so much for watching, and have a great day.